I love the heist movie trope. There's something so enticing about it. There's a team, a group of specialists, all brought together to achieve one common goal. Maybe a few have worked together in the past, others brought in because this plan required something and someone very special. Imagine being that one specialist, and that one thing you do better than anyone else is what's needed. And you get called in to do what only you can do. I mean, what's better than that? Everyone has their role and everyone has their own motivation. It's usually money, a big payout potential, but only if it works. No one is getting paid hourly here. There are no contracts. This is too important for that kind of thing. This is all on spec. Either it works and you get paid, or it doesn't and you get nothing. Or die, or go to prison or something. And that's the risk, which means the payout has to be worth it. Maybe it isn't money for everyone. Maybe it's to be free of something. That last job, that one last job will finally pay off the debt, release you from some obligation. So the motivations can be money, freedom, obligation, or a chance to prove yourself as the best. It's a way for you to actually qualify, test your mettle, see if you've got it. Then you have the loyalty factor. A boring heist would have complete loyalty across the board. Everyone is a specialist, the best of the best, and they all are completely loyal, not just to the mastermind, but also the plan. They don't doubt him, and they execute their special skills with precision and consistency. Well, that's the picture painted on the onset. It's what you have to tell everyone to get everyone on board. Otherwise, nobody would be in on it. It wouldn't be much of a story, though, without the loyalty question. The good heist story always has some kind of loyalty gradient across the team. And this often links with the motivations. If it's just money, then they can always be bought off. If it's greed, there's a chance they might try and take the loot and run, leaving everyone else holding the bag, which, of course, is filled with the fake money or jewels or whatever the MacGuffin is for the story. There's usually something that can raise the stakes right before the heist happens, and this causes everyone to have to adapt and improvise. It always happens. There's no way you get through the whole plan without having this happen. And this is where the mastermind's abilities are tested and shown to be even greater than we first thought. A heist is about getting something done that most people would think is completely impossible. But this is where you're different. You know that with the right plan and the right group of people, with the right stack of requisite skills and abilities, the impossible becomes simply improbable. Success is never guaranteed and is even unlikely. This is where we use the unlikeliness to our advantage. The more crazy and risky the plan, the fewer competitors. No one else would ever dream to try it. That's what makes it so powerful, and that's what actually makes it somewhat likely in the first place. And I don't know why, but when the odds are stacked against you, there's more motivation there. It requires everyone to dig in on the team and try harder and invest more. And that makes the statistically unlikely into something we can begin to believe is inevitable. That conviction of the outcome, that we need to work for it, that's something special. And how else do you ever reach that place within yourself? How else do you access that true potential? You find that when you're working with a group, that when everything goes wrong, you get pushed to this level where you discover so much about yourself and so much about the other people. All the skills you didn't know they had come into play and become exactly what you're needed, even beyond what was initially spec'd out. This mission is going to be high pressure. We're going to need all of that. We're going to be stretched far beyond what we think we can bear. It's going to be unpleasant, at the very least. More likely it's going to hurt. There will be loss. Some of your compatriots won't make it through till the end. And, of course, betrayal is inevitable. There will always be a weakest link. That one person who isn't all in, who isn't fully committed, but instead can and will be bought by your enemies. There will be someone who will discover unfinished business, and another still that will face the battle of inner demons. And only time will tell who will win that fight. But these are just some of the risks of working with other people. It doesn't matter how long you talk about the plan or get on the same page. The vision of the process and the outcome, or both, it doesn't look the same to everyone on the team. And you will have no way of knowing any of this until the conflict of visions slam into each other, and then you have a choice. Will you push through and unite on the greater vision? Or will you break it off, separating to pursue your own visions of what you think the plan should be, that vision you've had in your head this whole time? There will be a hierarchy. Pulling off the impossible will never be done through democratic collaboration. There must be a leader. There will be a visionary. Sometimes it's the same person, sometimes it's not. There will be specialists and generalists, but there must be a mastermind and a master plan. You will have to follow orders. You may have to give orders. We all have to find our spot in this structure. And no, you don't want to be the leader. It is by far the worst job. But if it is you, if it is your calling to bear the weight, then you must lead well and bear more of the cost and more of the risk. But it also means relying on the rest of the team for their insights and expertise to inform how this plan is constructed and executed. If you lead, there will be so much you don't know. And for you, blindly sticking to the plan you started with will inevitably spell disaster. In the moment, everything changes, and the special knowledge and expertise of each of the party will be exactly what is needed to bend the plan and update it so that maybe it can still work. When one of the team decides they would rather run with the money or just never show up, those that are left will discover they need to become more than they thought they were, more than they ever thought they could be. You will come to trust the team with your life, believing, even through betrayal and deception, that working together is the only path forward. You will have to choose to trust anyway, even when it feels too risky, and then be trustworthy in spite of how you feel. You will discover what true loyalty looks like. This isn't a game. It's your life's work. It is the culmination of your potential. And though you may think this is the last job, it won't be. Because if it does work, the payoff is never enough. It was never really the reward in the first place. And now you'll find that you're more capable, more experienced. You are now the only one who has done it before. The impossible. You've already done the impossible. Might as well do it again. And you will be needed once again because you are exactly what the next heist needs. Find somebody with a plan. Find where you and only you fit into that plan. Hone your skills to be ready for when the next impossible mission requires what you have. Fight for that vision that has been with you all these years. But write it down this time. Gather the faithful. Find the people that you need and the people that need you. Bring the impossible into form and make it unlikely, not impossible. Then get good. Get really good. Find good people and start stacking the odds in your favor. History is made of once impossible things that now happen all the time. Your team is waiting for you. It's time to find them. There is a crew that is missing exactly what you do best. I think it's time we find our teams, find our communities, find our chosen family. It all starts with a vision and something so crazy it might just work. Start telling the truth about what you believe is possible, even if it's just barely. It doesn't take much belief, a little bit of belief of what is possible. That's all we're talking about here. You need to gather your crew and plan it together. You got to train, practice, and struggle to become the best. But don't do it alone. Don't wait until tomorrow to begin.